Let's just make a Helly R type beat. Audi. Corporate. Mean. Any. Nice. Rebellious. Self-reliant. To translate that musically, we need to do the Audi first. Type in corporate. That sounds like a commercial almost. Get the new iPhone 18. Now, with a slightly bigger... Let's look up evil. That's evil. So what I'm picturing, she's like walking down the hall. She's about to talk to her dad about taking over the world. Let's do some heels walking. Let's do like a hall reverb so it sounds like she's like in a corporate space. Now let's get like a brass one shot to signify that evil is coming, and it's coming hard. Let's see if Serum 2 actually has any brass. I bet they do. Okay, that's pretty evil. But right now I need like a burn. Yeah, we need that G sharp because that's the minor sixth, the evil, the tritone. We can layer that with a bass. I think we need some piano to really solidify more of like a corporate vibe. See what Serum 2 got for pianos. Now that they've got the sample function, I bet they got all types of shit. Ooh, ambient piano. Yeah, something like this right here. Bring it down an octave too. Let's end it with like a long sustained note so we can do some sort of transition. After that part, we can have it do some like glitchy stuff that signifies that she's changing into the Audi. And then somehow we gotta bring all that emotion, the fearlessness that Helena Egan has, and put that inside of Helly R, because she has like fearlessness and rebellion too, but she also has a kind soul. We have to figure out how to merge the two. Let's get ourselves a riser. Since this has got like a horror type of theme, I'm gonna use one of these risers from my pack, Future Underworld, which is a horror-based sample pack. I've got these things called Rated R risers. It's on my Patreon. Right there, we need a large ass impact. Ooh, bruh. We could also automate this pitch to go down like 6 semitones, because that's like the evil note, right? But that can symbolize that we're like going down because we're like becoming the any. So we're gonna have the pitch drop, and then we're also gonna have the volume of it fade out. What would that sound like on the piano too? Let's just find some glitch effects. We take that same piano MIDI, have that like go down in pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Before we had this evil texture to symbolize the evilness of Helena Egan. So what we should do is change the atmosphere whenever it comes back around, like some birds. We need a chord that sounds somewhat happy. It doesn't even have to be happy. It just has to be a little less evil. Like a lush pad. I think we're going too happy too fast. We should start on the G minor. Maybe we can go straight into a B major from there. Then maybe the second time it goes to a C sharp. Yeah, we go that half step down to make it more cinematic at the end of the chord progression. I think I'm gonna do some strings just to give it more of a cinematic vibe. Do you hear how cinematic that is? I need some type of like heavy sounding bass to come up in here and be like tucka tucka ta, but it needs to be building and like not all the way there yet. Something like this. A different bass. Let's try adding a bit crusher to it, give it more of like a res sound. We need some like psytrance effects. But we need to make that sound way bigger, so we need some reverb on that thing. And then we'll have it rise in pitch. Automate a low pass filter on it. Alright, let's make a sidechain channel for that bass. Now let's just let's see what Serum 2 got. You know they went in on making these presets. I need some grit to it. That's nasty. I think on the turnarounds, that's when we'll add that cutoff going high to give it like just give it like an evolving feel so it doesn't get boring. I'm just gonna make a like really simple bass to just go behind it and just give it a little extra push. Distorting a saw wave with noise never goes wrong. Yeah, we just need a filter afterwards so the noise isn't going super crazy and it follows the same character as the main sound. This bass by itself doesn't sound that impressive, but it adds so much grit. I just need to get like a response bass. I'm thinking just some like real glitchy shit. I did make this randomized preset a while back that I like to use in a lot of my songs. Let's use that preset and then add a little extra craziness that we can do with Serum 2. Sample and hold to here, just make it a little more random. Yeah, I just like those really high resonances that just give you like crazy sounds. We could even try it with the new bode that Serum 2 has. Add some extra distortion. Check out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a little mud pie. So I'm just gonna render out that bass. So it's basically just gonna be a bunch of random glitchy bass feel sounds that we can kind of pick and choose from. We definitely need a cymbal. Here is a Helly R / Helena Egan type beat. Also, this FLP will be available for download on my Patreon on the homie tier, $5 a month. Let's go. I wish that drop would have been a little more impactful, but that's fine. Gas.